Hi kids, today we want to talk about grammar. I really like to write, so I need to have good grammar. Let's begin. Alright kids, let's study the simple present. Okay kids, today I want to talk about how many and count nouns. What is a count noun? Dog is a count noun. I can count the number of dogs there are. 1 dog, 2 dogs, 3 dogs. A count noun can be singular and plural. What is singular? 1 dog, a dog, that is singular. Plurals, 2 dogs, 3 dogs. So when we have a count noun, we ask the question, how many? All right, there are 2 kinds of sentences that we use with how many. The first sentence, we don't know how many of the subjects there are. The second sentence, we don't know how many of the objects there are. All right, so in the first sentence, how many subjects are there? The second sentence, how many objects are there? For example, question, how many students always do their homework? The subject that we're looking for is the number of students. Answer, 10 students always do their homework. You see that? So how many students always do their homework? We're looking for the subject, students. 10 students always do their homework. Well, what's the sentence pattern? How many plus plural noun. When we ask how many, we always use a plural noun, of course. It has to be a plural noun. If you know there's 1 and you ask 1, then you don't need to ask how many, because you already know there's only 1. So of course it's a plural noun. Now maybe the answer is 1, maybe. But we must use a plural noun when we ask how many. How many plus plural noun plus time adverb plus verb plus object plus person plus place plus time. We answer subject plus time adverb plus verb or verb plus s plus object plus person plus place plus time. Remember, the subject and the verb must agree. In English, this is called subject-verb agreement. 1 subject, we need verb plus s. 2 or more, we can use the verb. For example, if I asked, how many students always do homework with their teacher at school every day? Let's say just 1 student. So I say, 1 student always does homework with the teacher at school every day. Let's say the whole class does the homework. 25 students always do homework with the teacher at school every day. So remember, when we answer, the subject and the verb must agree. 1 subject, verb plus s. All right, now let's look at sentence number 2. We don't know how many objects. Well, let's look at an example. How many pencils, remember, plural noun, how many pencils does Tom, that's the subject, does Tom always bring to school? Tom is the subject, and Tom brings pencils to school. Well, how many? He always brings 5 pencils to school. Let's look at the sentence pattern. How many plus plural noun, remember plural noun, the noun plus an S, plus do or does, plus subject, plus time adverb, plus verb, plus person, plus place, plus time. Remember, the subject must agree with the helping verb do or does. One subject, we use does. He, she, it. The subject he, she, it, we use does. If the subject is I, you, we, they, we use do. So the subject must agree with the verb, always. Answer, subject plus time adverb plus verb or verb plus S plus object, there's the answer, the object plus person plus place plus time. Remember again, the subject and verb must agree. Subject is he, she, it, we use verb plus S. I, you, we, they, subject, verb. Okay, that's very easy. When we're missing this object, we don't know the object, we don't know how many objects, we say, how many pencils does Tom always bring to school? He always brings 5 pencils to school. You see? Very easy. These are called count nouns. We can count them. If we can count them, we use how many. Okay? That's very easy. Now, look at this. Oh, this is called how much and uncountable nouns. What is an uncountable noun? An uncountable noun is something you cannot count. Water. You cannot say 1 water, 2 waters, 3 waters. Impossible. You can't do that. Water is an uncountable noun. We can't count it. It also means an uncountable noun means the noun is not plural. There is no S at the end. No S at the end. Also no in the beginning. So 2 sentences again. The first sentence, we don't know how much of a subject. The subject, how much? We don't know. The second sentence, don't know how much of an object. How much of the object? We don't know. All right, let's start with question number 1. We don't know how much of a subject. Remember, uncountable nouns use how much. All right, question. How much rice? Rice is an uncountable noun. Look at no no S, nothing. How much rice usually feeds the kids? Look at that. When we ask how much rice, we don't know the subject. This verb must have an S. Must have an S. How much rice usually feeds the kids? Answer. A lot of rice usually feeds the kids. Look at that. The subject is an uncountable noun. No plural. So the verb is S plus S. How much rice usually feeds the kids? A lot of rice usually feeds the kids. What's the sentence pattern? How much plus uncountable noun. Uncountable. Plus time adverb plus verb plus S plus object plus person plus place plus time. Answer, subject plus time adverb plus verb plus S plus object plus person plus place plus time. So very easy. Just remember how much. We have an uncountable noun, and that verb must have an S. Okay, again, we don't know how much of an object. We don't know. Okay, let's look at the example. How much water? Water is an uncountable noun. How much water does the dog usually drink? The dog is the subject, right? The dog is the subject. The dog is doing the drinking. The dog usually drinks a lot of water. That's the object. That's the answer, the object. All right. Now, what's the sentence pattern? How much plus an unaccountable noun plus do does plus subject plus time adverb plus verb plus person plus place plus time. Remember, the subject must agree with the helping verb. He, she, it subject, does. I, you, we, they subject, do. How much plus unaccountable nouns plus do does plus subject plus time adverb plus verb plus person plus place plus time. Answer. Subject plus time adverb plus verb or verb plus s plus object plus person plus place plus time. Remember again, the subject and the verb must agree. Subject I, you, we, they, verb. Subject he, she, it, verb plus s. So, again, two kinds of nouns. Count noun. You can count them. Use how many? Uncountable nouns. You cannot count them. There's no plural. There's no s at the end of the noun. No s. We use how much. In Chinese, it's the same. Okay? But in English, two different kinds of nouns. Okay, very good. Okay, kids, homework Q. How much? Remember, how much is followed by a non-count noun. A non-count noun is a noun that you cannot count. All right. In today's homework, the object is the answer. All right. Number 1, subject, the two dogs. They. Verb, to drink. Object, X water. All right. That's the question. That's the object. That's what we're looking for. And the answer is 2 bowls of water. That's the answer. Okay. Person, with the 3 cats. Place, in the backyard. Adverb, sometimes. Time, every semester. How much water do the 2 dogs sometimes drink with the 3 cats in the backyard every semester? 2 dogs, so we use do. Remember, the subject and the helping verb, the verb, they must agree. This is called subject-verb agreement. They must agree, okay? All right. How much water do the 2 dogs sometimes drink with the 3 cats in the backyard every semester? They sometimes drink 2 bowls of water with the 3 cats in the backyard every semester. Notice water, there's no plural. No plural on the non-count nouns. It's just water. But here, a bowl, we can count bowls. 1 bowl, 2 bowls. So the S is here, 2 bowls. But here, water, no S. All right, number 2. Subject, the dude, he. The dude is 1 boy, he. Verb, to have. Object, XT. XT. The answer, 500 milliliters of tea. That's the answer. 500 milliliters of tea. Person, with somebody's mate. Well, it's 1 boy, so the possessive is his, with his mate. Place, at the ball game. Adverb, seldom. Time, every semester. Remember, this is one boy, so how much tea does the dude seldom have with his mate at the ball game every semester? How much tea does the dude seldom have with his mate at the ball game every semester? He seldom has, he, she, it, the verb plus s, he seldom has 500 milliliters of tea with his mate at the ball game every semester. He seldom has 500 milliliters of tea with his mate at the ball game every semester. Number 3. All right, this one is tricky. Subject, your parents, they. So 2 parents, 1, 2, mom and dad, parents. Verb, to put something in something. This something is sugar. So we put sugar in, this something is coffee. So we put sugar in coffee. Okay? Put sugar in coffee. All right. Verb, to put something in something. Object, X sugar. Sugar is a non-count noun. Answer, a little sugar. Person, with somebody's friends. Parents, 2 people. Their, possessive their. So with their friends. Place is here, in the coffee. So in the coffee, in their coffee. Coffee is non-count, no S. Adverb, rarely. Time, every semester. How much sugar do your parents rarely put in their coffee with their friends every semester? How much sugar do your parents rarely put in their coffee with their friends every semester? It's a little different. Answer, they rarely put a little sugar in their coffee with their friends every semester. They rarely put a little sugar in their coffee with their friends every semester. Number 4, subject, our sister, she, so one girl. Verb, to do. Object, X homework, a lot of homework. That's the answer, a lot of homework. Person, with somebody's study partner. Well, sister is one girl, so the somebody's is her. So with her study partner. Place, in study hall. Adverb, never. Time, every semester. How much homework does our sister never do with her study partner in study hall every semester? How much homework does our sister never do with her study partner in study hall every semester. She never does, remember he, she, it, the verb needs to add an S or an ES. She never does a lot of homework with her study partner in study hall every semester. She never does a lot of homework with her study partner in study hall every semester. All right, number 5. Subject, Tom and I. Tom and I, 2 people. Tom and I, that's we, like we. Answer you too. Verb, to spend. Object, X money. The answer is a lot of money, a lot of money. Right? Person, with somebody's mates. So the somebody's, Tom and I is we. So when we ask the question, we're going to say our mates. When we answer you, we're going to say your mates. Place, at the store. Adverb, always. Time, every semester. How much money do Tom and I always spend with our mates at the store every semester? How much money do Tom and I always spend with our mates at the store every semester? You always spend a lot of money with your mates at the store every semester. You always spend a lot of money with your mates at the store every semester. Number 6, subject, you and Sam. So that's you and Sam is you both, you two. All right, you two, you both. All right, answer we. All right, verb, to eat. Object, X rice, a lot of rice. A lot of rice is the answer. Person, with somebody's pals. So somebody's, question, you and Sam, you both. So it's your. When we answer, we're answering we, so it's our. So the question is with your pals. The answer with our pals. Place, in the cafeteria. Adverb, usually. Time, every semester. Question, how much rice do you and Sam usually eat with your pals in the cafeteria every semester? How much rice do you and Sam usually eat with your pals in the cafeteria every semester? Answer, we usually eat a lot of rice with our pals in the cafeteria every semester. We usually eat a lot of rice with our pals in the cafeteria every semester. All right, number 7. Subject, the dudes, they. Verb, to study. Object, science, X science. That's the question. The answer is a lot of science. Person, with somebody's study partners. The dudes, many dudes, possessive their. So with their study partners. Place, in science class. Adverb, often. Time, every semester. How much science do the dudes often study with their study partners in science class every semester? How much science do the dudes often study with their study partners in science class every semester? Answer, they often study a lot of science with their study partners in science class every semester. They often study a lot of science with their study partners in science class every semester. Number 8, subject, the guys, they, verb, to study, object, X math, a little math, that's the answer, a little math, that's the answer. Person, with somebody's study partners, the guys, many guys, so somebody's is there, the guys, many, possessive there, so with their study partners. Place in math class, adverb, frequently, time, every semester. How much math do the guys frequently study with their study partners in math class every semester? How much math do the guys frequently study with their study partners in math class every semester? They frequently study a little math with their study partners in math class every semester. They frequently study a little math with their study partners in math class every semester. 9. The dudettes, many, dudettes, many. They, verb, to play, object, basketball, some basketball. All right, some basketball, that's the answer. All right. Person, with the dudes. Place, on the court, adverb, sometimes, time, every semester. How much basketball do the dudettes sometimes play with the dudes on the court every semester? How much basketball do the dudettes sometimes play with the dudes on the court every semester? They sometimes play some basketball with the dudes on the court every semester. They sometimes play some basketball with the dudes on the court every semester. Number 10, subject, the guys. They, verb, to study. Object, ex-Mandarin. The answer, lots of Mandarin. Person, with the gals. Place, in language class. Adverb, seldom. Time, every semester. How much Mandarin do the guys seldom study with the gals in language class every semester? How much Mandarin do the guys seldom study with the gals in language class every semester? They seldom study lots of Mandarin with the gals in language class every semester. They seldom study lots of Mandarin with the gals in language class every semester. All right, something I want you to remember. Sports, basketball. There is no a basketball. There's no S. Basketball, sports are non-count nouns. Baseball, basketball, soccer, those are non-count nouns. In the front, we don't have an A. In the back, no S. Also, school subjects like Mandarin, English, science, math. No S. At the end, no S. School subjects are non-count nouns. There's no plural, no S. We also don't have a in the front. So school sports and school subjects and sports are non-count nouns. Okay, very good. Okay, kids, thank you for watching this video. Now I need you to do a big favor for me. I want you to like this video, and I want you to leave a comment for me. I want you to write, "Thank you, Mr. Radisha," and then leave your English name. Really appreciate it. Thanks.